Am I the astronaut for refusing to show up to my girlfriend's baby shower?
Yeah.
My girlfriend, 27, is pregnant, not my 29-year-old baby. We started dating earlier in her pregnancy. To be clear, I am excited to be around for this baby. The father is also excited. We met and are on the same page for co-parenting. Tri-parenting, if you will. I actually like this guy. The father is also invited too, as he is being celebrated along with my girlfriend. Personally, I am uncomfortable attending despite my girlfriend wishing that I would be at the baby shower. This event would be the first time I'd be meeting her parents and a majority of her friends. I have met a few. I feel nervous though, since it would be a celebration for both parents and for both of the parents to be. His friends will be attending and his family. I plan on arriving early to help set up and leave my gifts. I got one for my girlfriend, the dad-to-be, and something for the baby. I also hired a photographer. According to my friends that I told how I feel anxious about the event, they say that I'm being unreasonable and that if I loved my girlfriend, I would be there for her. I do love her, but I also want to take care of myself. Is that being selfish?
Wow. There's a lot going on here. So
Yeah.
I just got a big-ass suitcase, and there's a lot to unpack.
There is an update that I want us to take this, and then we can do an update pause. I want us to take this pause, and then we can do the update. But in the beginning of that whole thing, I fully understand. Listen, if you're just like good guy number one, great for you. If this is your true heart and this is who you want to be, I also understand not wanting to be like, that's him? So that's him right there? Like, being at the baby shower
and then
as the boyfriend.
Right, and everybody's looking at you like, this guy's a clown. I mean, it's like the feeling is there, all eyes on you, and then you'll feed off a couple days. That's so secure of him. That's so, I don't know, it's a tough one to even just kind of get with somebody that's freshly pregnant.
That's also another weird one of like,
yeah.
So how long have you guys been dating? Obviously less than 9 months. How long have they been separated? Obviously less than 9 months. Right. You know what I mean?
I mean, was it just hey, I just took a sperm, or was it like she with the guy? She was with the guy, I take it, right? I mean, that's like, I'm mind blown. It's like, did they arrange to have a kid and just say, we're just going to co-parent, we don't really like each other? Or was it a breakup happen? Because to be that fresh pregnant and not be with that person, it's usually like, damn, bro, you didn't even let the kid come before you made her a single parent, huh? You know?
But also, who knows who these people are? I feel you, because there's so many of those, like, was this a one-night stand that she's keeping? Was this...
Right. Did he say, I don't want it? And she's like, well, I'm keeping it, and then we're breaking up?
Yep.
You know, it could be that, too.
Because it doesn't seem like there's too much bad blood if they're doing the baby shower together.
It's true. I know, but how do you just come through it like, hey, we're just, it's not working between us? Like, nigga, I'm pregnant. Yeah. Like, both of y'all made a bad decision if you weren't going to really kind of work it out to go through with that. I'm pretty sure they didn't plan it, but they didn't unplan it. Bars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's check on the update.
Jesus.
I've read some amazing supportive comments and overall great advice, even if it was fairly against me. I took a deep breath and invited my girlfriend and her ex for dinner to talk about the shower. She is upset but understands that I don't want to feel trapped in a social gathering meant for their celebration. The ex doesn't mind me showing up at all, but requests that I show up later. He doesn't want me to feel awkward about the games meant for the mom and dad as well as the gift opening. I need to know why the fuck they're broken up. I need to know that, because y'all are going to be playing games together and y'all are opening up gifts for the baby together, holding them up together. So bro, I just don't want you there for the first part. You know what I mean? Come later.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't think I've ever seen that kind of setup scenario to really kind of give a relatability. No, I've seen something similar where, like she's freshly pregnant. Obviously somebody is upset with somebody. Whether it's her or him, it's almost like hard to believe that two people are now having this life that they're bringing, and they're just like, we're just gonna go our separate ways.
The term third wheel cannot properly encompass what's happening. It doesn't properly.
Third dick.
The third D. So, I also organized a breakfast for us, girlfriend, ex, myself, and our parents to get together to meet. For those wondering why I never met her parents, it's because they live in a different state. We had to move their flight to an earlier date. I hired the photographer because I work for them by editing photos. I was able to get a discount. To those who mention getting gifts for the grandparents-to-be, that is a wonderful idea. I have a few ideas for both sets of grandparents. Why are you bro, you feel like the money, like in wrestling, there's this term called a money mark, where it's like, yo, this dude will give us ridiculous amount of money to wrestle. go over there. He's the money mark. He's got a whole bunch of money. And we're going
Right.
to bleed him dry. That's what you sound like right now.
I'm showing I'm the bigger man. I'll take care of this.
For clarification, I met this woman in college and we were friends until we lost touch. I got lucky when I happened to bump into her. That seems like, yo, you baby bumped into her because then she was like, I need someone to take care of this
Right.
fucking kid.
He don't want to do with it, and here comes jolly good friend.
Life and relationships are messy. The situation is messy, and that's okay with me. Her last relationship ended on good terms. No shit. That's why you're not invited till 4 p.m. because they're going to celebrate without you. Chill out, bud. Chill.
Yeah.
You good. Chill. I do not wish to limit anyone's opinion on our situation, but I do not appreciate the comments made that attack her. She and any other woman should never lose their identity just because they're pregnant. That is all I have at the moment. I'm not...
It's just need more context. They're not
Yeah,
attacking her. It's I don't know. It's like, hey, I'm freshly meeting you again, rekindling. Yo, what's up? It's been a while. I've done some dumb shit in my life. Hey, come here. Come a little closer. I've done some dumb shit, but if I just start rocking with you and you're like freshly baby bumped, it's like, well, I mean, this is kind of a tough situation. But no, we're cool. We're good. We're gonna co-parent. Well, like, well, what happened? What what I'm saying? This is supposed to be a part of life where you're at least now you grow a little bit, and then
I'm not saying that y'all have to be enemies, but I'm saying if y'all having a baby together, you're just kind of cool, but not all the way. Like it's weird to me. This person here says you are not the astronaut, but the whole thing is super weird. I think that sums it up perfectly. Like,
and you know what? I'm gonna go into a real bad place, weird place, but whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna step into the shoes of the guy who's the father of the kid, and no longer is like, oh, so you're sticking your dick in my baby,
next
my,
to your child,
my child, like that's a crazy thought to have. Like, oh, this guy's fucking putting his penis right next to my child's head in there. Like, well,
but I'll be honest, this guy sounds like he wouldn't be because he's so fucking caring and careful. You know what? I don't want to hurt the baby. I don't think we should have sex. I don't think we should have sex. That's what good guy number B over here sounds like.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything.
Back to the original, am I the asshole for refusing to... That's the most sensical fucking thing that you've come up with so far, is not going to the baby shower. Like,
right.
that's the only thing about this in my mind that does make sense.
And it feels like deep down you're really not comfortable with any of it. But you're picking something. You know what I mean? You're picking the baby shower, but you're probably not comfortable with the whole fucking situation. But once again, you probably want to make her feel that you're secure and all this, the big word that everybody loves. But you're probably not. It feels like you're not that comfortable. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't think you would be comfortable at that because, like I said, the amount of his friends are going to be there, his family's going to be there, and just there's so many like. I get that you can't live your life around the way other people think about you, but like that fucking judgment is going to be so strong, you could probably see it.
And just
in
think
real
about
life.
when you're walking in public, everywhere you go, congratulations. Like,
it's not my. Then when she has the baby, if you guys are still together, same thing.
I see he's got your nose. No, actually, he doesn't. It's not mine.
Let's talk about who's going to be inside the hospital while that baby's being born. Who's the one holding the foot up? Let me know.
Dad? No, Dad's on his way. I'm not the dad. Oh, you're the new boyfriend? Yeah, the new boyfriend.
Yeah, when he gets here, I'll step out. You know, like
I'll let them have a moment. They'll hug. They'll hold the baby. It'll be fine.
It's somebody here said it must be some power pussy.
I don't know if you're better than me or worse than me because I couldn't.
Somebody's saying maybe it's also some real white knight energy. That's what it is. This feels very Captain Save a Hoe, and I'm not saying that she's a hoe. It's just that's
don't
just
attack her.
Exactly. She deserves not to be attacked.
Yeah. But who's better than her though? She's got a fucking willing participant that's gonna take on her new child, and the one that wants nothing to do with it is in a happy-go-lucky place. I mean, if you kind of look at the setup, she's in a good place. That's all.
She's doing all right for herself.
You know what I mean? She's in a good place out of the three.
Yep.
You know.
Because the gentleman that got her pregnant seems to be still, there and okay.
Yep.
The gentleman that she's dating right now seems to be, taking money out of his pocket. He's setting a whole bunch of stuff up.
Right.
He's getting gifts for... the gift thing, I don't understand. Like, you're getting gifts for the grandparents. Tell me what that fucking gift is. I need to know that. What is the gift?
And that could be one of those people that are just doing shit like that for, some sort of affirmation flowers thrown at him of like, he's such a good guy, he's going through all this, man, you're good, man. And what they're really saying is like, oh nigga, you better than me.
Exactly. Somebody here says he just clicked play on someone else's paused game. Wild. He picked up that controller, didn't he?
He's like, just where you left off at? Oh, look at that. Sims, we're having a baby.
Yeah, this is man, like I mean, I can only go back to no. You are not the astronaut for not wanting to go to that party. That's the only thing to me that's cracking you in the head with any sort of like clarity.
And that's the one. I mean, I could pick other things that you're the astronaut for, but not that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, paying for everything is crazy. Like you said, nah, you got dad. Mm-hmm. Dad's a willing participant in like this whole celebration thing. He can handle that. Yeah. But once again, it's taking the thunder. It's almost like a coping way. It's like, I kind of look silly, but if I just kind of be this bigger person and throw all this money around, they'll be like, well, I took care of this and this and that. I'm trying to make him look stupid by taking care of everything he should be doing. Maybe, I don't know if
it could be that where he's just trying to be like, I just want to make sure everybody know that I'm a good guy, that I'm not just here for pregnant pussy. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing.
Could be his fetish, and he just...
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't think about that. It's like, I'm really...
Somebody here is asking the questions that we were asking. Information. Why are you even in this relationship? Another person. Why is this moving so fast? Met my girlfriend while pregnant with another man's baby. I met her baby daddy. He cool. We discussed how co-parenting would work. What?
That's a mouthful, man. It's like... I've never heard somebody come up and say that because I'd have so many questions. Like, bro, like, well, how did that? Like, how far along pregnant? Was it that she just broke up with the guy and then just found out she was pregnant, so you didn't even have signs? Or did you like see her in the grocery store? She turns around, fucking 8 months, like, hey, he's like, I found the one. She's fucking 8 months pregnant, and
I've seen memes of shit like that, of like the most popular girl in high school, like, and then she comes around with 4 kids.
Oh, he did say, okay, we started dating early in her pregnancy. So maybe it was this mistake and she wanted to keep the baby, but they weren't together. I guess that's what it was, you know what I mean? He was like, we weren't safe and we just weren't compatible.
But earlier could still mean fucking 3 months into your pregnancy. It's a 9-month process.
But I just go early of like maybe not showing. They just broke up. She found out she was pregnant. They knew they weren't going to work together. But to go searching for love immediately is crazy, though. Like, you're still dealing with what's going on.
But there are codependent people that have, like, there's people out there that have never not been in a relationship. Yeah. To where it's just like, didn't you just break up after 3 years of dating, and it's 2 weeks later, and now you have another boyfriend? What the fuck just happened?
Why there's a pie in the oven?
Yeah.
It's a crazy setup, man. But that's the only thing I can think of. Is just
and she is pregnant, too, so her hormones are crazy. A confusing part of it is why she is mad at him for, like... And once again, hormones are involved, all that. But I don't understand how she would be mad at him for not showing up. Like, how do you not get his side?
Exactly. I was like, well, if you're just now giving the baby and it was early in the pregnancy, that means you guys only been together for a couple months, even though you had past history.
Yeah. So when is the baby shower in terms of when the child's coming?
Yeah, usually closer to.
It can't be, but it can't be too close, right?
So no, I'm trying to think when I'm. Like there's a setup for it. It's supposed to be like not too early because it's bad luck.
Of course,
you know what I mean. So it's got to be obviously not after.
But I'm thinking it's gotta be 6 or 7 months.
Something like that. My kid's mother was pretty big when we had ours.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's normal. I don't know. Maybe we didn't do it right.
Because I'm just trying to get a loose fucking like say if they started dating when she was 2 months pregnant. Now she's 6 or 7 months pregnant. Like. Because obviously the number is under 9 months that you've been dating, so it's just you're flying in very deep, and it sounds like you have a little bit of money to spend because of the whole like, I took her and her ex out for dinner, and then I organized a breakfast for us, the girlfriend, ex, myself, parents to meet, all that other stuff. It's
I know he's he's secure because he's got the wallet to like, hey, I might look like an asshole, but I'm gonna do some shit that none of y'all do. I'm gonna pay for all this. And it's like, I don't know if that's a flex or some bullshit. You know what I mean? To me, it's not.
They also might just be like, go ahead, let that fucking idiot pay for this shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you think it's a flex, but they might be like, that's an idiot. You're an idiot.
You're paying for and I get, you work for the photographer, you're able to get a discount. You're the one paying for their baby pictures together with, like, and then you get to show up at 5 p.m. if you choose to. Like, like, it's...
Yeah.
You know you're not an asshole for not wanting to show up.
Yeah.
I would.
But this is that
Why don't you hit her back after she has the fucking kid?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
this is that my two dads shit, man.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
they're probably somebody that's just gonna be like, hey, what's going on, man? Guess what? She said her first words. Did she, man? What was it, man? She had her first walk, and then they're like,
I know.
high fiving, having beers, and she's like, I got two dads, you know, or he, whoever the baby is.
Yeah.
It's one of those people that like are comfortable with that.
It
I
is
guess.
very interesting to let somebody else be so involved in that process so early.
Yeah.
But also, you know, like I said, if the couple's not in love, if they don't, but still, it's a man.
Right. The kid's coming. Obviously, he's okay with being a part of it because he's there for the celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not running from his responsibility in a sense where,
Yep.
I would think somebody that was so anti having this kid would not want to show up for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he's like, I didn't want this kid, she wants to keep it, I don't want it, I'm not going to the fucking celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I be at the baby shower? Obviously, it's like, well, we're not going to work together, but I'm going to be there for my kid. Okay. And don't worry, I got Tommy over here. He's going to pay for everything. So, you know, we're all good. Sorry, I don't know if your name's Tommy, but, you know.
I'm hoping for another update.
Yeah.
Once again, like I said, in my humble hope, you're not an asshole for not wanting to go to that baby shower. That's the only sensible fucking thing you've said this whole time.
I know. So you're not an asshole for that, but there's many other pointers that say you are.
Yeah.
So take it how you want to.
Good luck, and please give us another update to tell us how it went.
Yeah.
Woo!
Go ahead, get that milk in a brief, nigga. Goddamn jockey out here.